there we go. Testing. Oh my god. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello? Do I have a copy? Okay, let's check if we're even streaming first of all. Dave? Hello? I hear rustling and thudding around there. Let's see what's going on here. Well, I hear something going on. I'm just not sure exactly what. Yo, mute. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Hello?
Oh, there we go. Hello?
Hello? Hello.
This
Yeah,
is
it's me. I was just setting up the stream. Joe's about. He was asking, so if you can get him in on the stream, you'll have someone to talk to.
Yeah, sure. Sure, I can get him in the stream.
Okie dokie. So thanks for being my super sub this evening.
Yeah, no worries. What's the reason anyways? Like you're caught up with something? You're busy?
No, I'm just not well at the moment. I had
Oh.
pretty much after the race on Monday. Yeah, pretty much straight afterwards. I started to get a pain in the old stomach region, and
Oh.
and a few hours later we had the what can I say, explosion in a fireworks factory.
Oh.
So
Oh, like on the toilet? What do you mean?
yeah, on the toilet. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So what are you doing now, Dave?
Nothing really. Just standing here in this sweltering hot room.
Okay. I'm just trying to I'm trying to picture you right now. I'm not sure if you're like laying down, like passed out naked on your bed, like just making sure you're okay. All right.
Oh
fair
no, I'm
enough. So
fine.
you're
I'm
just kinda
fine.
like,
You did get the naked bit right though. That's why I got TB on the screen.
oh, holy shit. Okay.
Because I haven't bothered getting dressed because as I say I've been literally lying on the bed for the past 2 days. So yeah. So
Okay.
I'm a bit out of sorts. Put it like that.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, and you just don't want to be on camera and
Yeah.
fair enough. I got you. Okay. Just making sure you're okay though. Like, do you know what it is?
No idea. And unfortunately, I've been trying to get hold of my doctor for the past 2 years. Would you believe? 2 years, because my old doctor retired and a new one took over, but I didn't know who it was. And so for 2 years, I've been literally ringing them. I don't know, 2 or 3 times a week. And you just because of COVID, you just can't get through to a doctor anymore. It's just ridiculous.
Right. Yeah.
And so I did eventually get through. I was so excited, Dom, to actually. I mean, how stupid is this? Getting through to a doctor, and I was just so excited. I was like, I can't believe it. 2 years, and I finally got through.
Oh,
But yeah, basically, I don't know what the problem is, but I tried to make an appointment with the doctor, and she said to me, "Well, this is the situation. We don't do appointments anymore, so you can't book an appointment to come and see us." She says the other problem is half the doctors in the surgery are currently off with COVID.
Oh shit. Okay.
Because that is now rearing its head again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I guess, yeah.
And so she says if you want an appointment, you've got to ring at 8:30 in the morning, and you might get one of 2 appointments in the morning. And I'm like, I mean, they must have about 500 patients, Don. What's the chance of getting 2 appointments out of 500?
Well, 1 in 250.
1 in 250, yeah.
Well,
so that's the situation.
I mean, give it a try. You know? But
yeah,
that sucks.
I'm hoping it's just gonna get better on its own. So yeah, and I haven't got to go to the doctors. So
okay, well, yeah, keep us updated. You know,
I will indeed.
But
don't worry, it wasn't anything that happened on Monday.
Okay.
I know I got a bit stressed on Monday, but it wasn't that.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Whoa, we're live right now.
Yes, we are.
All right. Sorry, what are you hoping?
I'm just hoping that it gets better on its own without having to go and see anyone,
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, if you want to just sit back and relax and watch the
I
Domster
will
run the
indeed.
show.
Well,
All
that's
right.
that's why I needed someone with a bit of charisma to keep it going. So that's why I picked you.
All right. Thank you so much. All
No
right. Here we
problem.
go. Here we go. I even got some intro music for you. Okay.
Go for it.
All right. Hey there, everybody. We've got 3 people in the chat. Welcome to a special edition of Hookster Talks. Just going to pull up the chat on my phone here just so that I can say hello to everybody. This chat is sponsored by Simple Sales Auto Consignment. If you want to buy, sell, trade your vehicle, contact Joseph Plant in Rhode Island. He can help you buy, sell, or trade your vehicle. Simple Sales Auto Consignment. Simple Sales for a simple guy. I'm not sure what is. I'm not sure what his lingo is there, but let's just see here what we're gonna do. We got Maddie D in the chat. Maddie D in the chat and Scott Barnes. Welcome, Scott Barnes, and welcome, Maddie D. Yes, Maddie D. It is not Dave today. I mean, that's TV in the corner there. We got lots to talk about today. We've got the championship. The Formula One championship is obviously what we're going to be talking about. But when I say the championship, I mean the top 2 drivers between Maxi Boy and Leclerc, as the moaning Yorkshireman calls him. We're going to be talking about track limits. We're going to be talking about the stewards and how they've been handling certain things over the weekend. We're going to be talking about Ferrari reliability and Sainz's fireball that came out of his car the other day. And we're going to be also talking a little bit about McLaren and Alpine and how their midfield battle is shaking up. There we go. Just fade the music out there. Welcome, everybody. We've got Joseph Plant in the chat. This new host isn't very good. All right, so we're off to a baker of a start here. We got Just Jay. We got Just Jay in the chat. Welcome, gentlemen. I feel like I'm watching a pirate radio show. Maybe he means like a pirated radio show. Yeah, it's kind of got that vibe to it. How much is Dom getting paid? Matty D in the chat says, I am going to get paid with respect and yeah, Dave's got something sorted out for me on the side, private matters. Scott Barnes. Scott Barnes actually has some medical advice for you, Hookster. He says, go down a half glass of water, and that could work. Yeah, go hydrate yourself, Hookster.
Thanks, Scott.
All right.
By the way, Dom, TB's got what you need. Look at the screen.
Oh, TB's got what I need. I'm not sure. Like, does he? The picture quality isn't that good. It kind of looks like a sideways picture of the Mona Lisa in black and white from here. I can't quite make that out. Can you describe that for us, Dave?
It's a tenner.
Oh, it's a tenner. Oh, okay. Yeah.
£10.
Yeah, there we go.
That's your fee.
Oh, that's my fee. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. The TB is gonna hold on to that for me. Why do I have? Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out. I have a highlighted thing in the chat here. Okay, well, I can't figure that out. But we have 4 people in the chat. Welcome everybody to Hookster Talks. Let's start with the championship leaders, Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc. Great battle at Austria. Charles was dominant on the track, passed Max, I think, 3 times. 3 times, if I'm correct. Yeah, super clean. Made it look relatively easy. Max put up a good fight, but the outright pace of the Ferrari was spot on. Bang. And Sainz was going to catch Max too before tragedy struck. So unfortunately, I mean, we'll be going over that a little bit later. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a pretty exciting title fight if Charles can just continue to pip Max in some of these races. Off the top of my head, I don't know the point differential, but it's getting a little bit closer. You know, Max has a healthy lead still, but Still a lot of work to do for Ferrari, and still a lot of work to do for Charles. Um, yeah, let's move on to my next point here. Okay, can we talk about the track limits? Can we talk about the track limits? Because I have a point to bring up, and I think Marcus Ericsson, if I remember, I read correctly, tweeted, "Stop making tracks where you gain an advantage by going off of them. Then you don't have to rely on humans to enforce track limits." And there was just a crazy amount of black and white flags, 5-second time penalties, warnings, compared to any other Grand Prix this season. I think, and it was the same thing last year with Austria too, like super strict between the white lines. Don't go over them. But the way the track is shaped, like you really can gain an advantage by just using that little bit of extra road. Um, and so what's the solution? The drivers are frustrated. As a viewer, I was a little bit frustrated with that. Um, and I mean, Marcus Ericsson, when he tweeted that, I mean, he's right. Why are there tracks with now? I know why there's runoff, of course, for safety reasons. There needs to be some runoff in certain tracks. They need to be built a certain way to get that grade A license for the track, for it to be used for Formula One for obvious reasons. But yeah, when you have drivers abusing track limits really without penalty, then you have to enforce something. And then when you enforce something with humans, it can sometimes be up to interpretation. There's sometimes errors. We see that a bunch in other sports, in ball sports especially. Whenever something comes to human judgment, there are times when the humans get it wrong. I'm just trying to see here. Joe is trying to call me. Joe is trying to call me. We've got questions from the audience. Um, there are no. Okay, let's read some of the comments here because we've got quite a bit, and Joe's being extremely disruptive to the stream right now. This is my stream, Joe. You can fuck off. Okay. Actually, am I allowed to say the F word, Dave? I think it's too late. I think it's too late. Sorry if I demonetized your stream there. We've got a question from the audience from Joseph Lane. He's like, "Where are your guests? Read your comments. Who are you talking to?" I'm talking to you guys, okay? Relax, Joe. You've never spammed the chat more in your life. Matty D, he mentioned something a little bit earlier. Ferrari are bottlers. Even if they have a good race, one of the cars blow up. And that seems to be a bit of a theme this season. I mean, in Imola, Charles spun out. In Australia, first race of the season, Sainz had an abysmal weekend. Yeah, there always seems to be a problem with one of the Ferrari cars, and it's just really disappointing to see because it could be um, a really good constructors battle, not just a championship battle. Let's take another comment from Matty D. Vettel got into an argument with the FIA and he left the meeting before it ended. Yeah, I read that too. Got a $25,000 fine. Drivers clearly not happy. And yeah, I agree. I think Vettel has had enough. I mean, I don't know what the context of what was said at this FIA drivers meeting, but it's clear that there's definitely some tension between the FIA and the drivers, especially if it comes to track limits. I do have a solution, though. I do have a solution. And you can have, so let's say here's the track, right? Let me get a piece of paper here. Oh boy. I was about to pull. I don't think you guys can read. These are my jury duty papers. I've got jury duty next week, which should be fun. So the track is here, right? So the cars are like zooming around the corner. And let's say this edge is the track limit, right? So we've got a bunch of cars that are just kind of going off like this, abusing the track limits and stuff. But there's runoff here. There's runoff, right? So why don't they? So some tracks use like AstroTurf. Some tracks use like really aggressive curbs that break up the car. I can't think of an example, but there's been some tracks this season where the curbs are really aggressive and they'll break the floor. My idea is just to put like a 30 centimeter wide, a 12-inch wide strip of dirt or grass. and make it mathematically the width, like as far away from the edge of the track as like the outside tire would be if the car goes over. So where my thumb is the edge of the track, right? That's where this 1 foot wide or 30 centimeter wide strip of dirt would be. And it's not a gravel trap. It's not a gravel trap. It's just a strip of dirt, and all it's going to do is get the tires dirty. And drivers wouldn't want to get their tires dirty, so they don't exceed the track limit that far. And I feel like it would solve a lot of problems. It wouldn't be too dangerous. So like if somebody does need to go off the track to avoid an incident, they just run over that little strip, and it would slow them down enough where they wouldn't want to do it, obviously. And you wouldn't have to dish out these warnings and dish out these 5-second time penalties. So that's my solution. I'm trying to figure out if there's any downsides to it. I'm going to read the chat because I've got Nicola Fox is in the chat. Nicola Fox, welcome to the stream. I'm just going to read some of the comments here because we've got just a ton. We've got a lot of spam from Joseph Plant saying, bring back Dave. Joe's making fun of my ears, which isn't nice. Nicola Fox, Dave says, get well soon, Dave, with like a little hug emoji. Nicola says, hey, all.
Thanks, Nicola.
Okay. Maddie D says, the sausage curbs are dangerous. Nearly killed an F2. Yeah, I don't like sausage curbs. Nearly killed an F2 driver last season or 2020 at Monza. Yeah, that big flip at Monza, I think everybody remembers. Yeah, I'm not a fan of sausage curbs unless they're in low speed corners. Like, for example, at the Hungaroring. So there's the DRS straight that's in the middle of the track. And you've got like the left-hander and then like a long sweeping right-hander, and then you have a chicane. And in that chicane are two sausage curbs kind of on the inside, the apexes of the corners. I think those sausage curbs are okay. But it's dangerous when they're in high-speed corners or in runoff areas like they used to be in Monza. And so that's why they took them out. Yeah, I don't like sausage curbs either, Maddie. Let's read some more comments. We got 6 people in the chat. Joe says, great idea, Dom. Thank you. Dirty Wheels, genius. Yeah, I know you're being sarcastic now, but seriously, if there was just a little strip of dirt on the runoff area, drivers wouldn't abuse track limits, and it wouldn't be so unsafe as to, like, it's not a gravel trap where if they go off, their race is over. It's just a strip that gets their tires dirty. It loses temperature in the tire. The tire obviously loses mechanical grip. So they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. Let's see here.
Yeah, Dom, can I just interrupt for a second?
Yeah, absolutely.
I just like to say there's 7 people watching you right now. You're fired.
I'm fired. Why am I fired? This is great content.
That's too many. TV. That's too many. Oh, sorry. Can't have you on anymore. You got to go. Sorry. That's it. You're out of here.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen. I don't know what to say, Dave. I don't know what to say, but I do know what to say about track limits. Put in that dirt strip, FIA. I'm telling you, I have the solution. You can call it the Orlando strip. I will Okay, don't call it the Orlando strip. That's a different service I'm offering. But yeah, just call it like the Orlando track limit tire dirtier. I don't know. That sounds even worse, but that's my idea. I know it's not a genius idea. Joe's idea is to have a guy with a spray bottle sit by the track and spritz the drivers if they go too far over the line. Yeah, I think that's a great idea, Joe. Let's see. In regards to me not liking sausage curves, Joe says he says, I'm surprised I took you for a sausage guy for sure. Haha, very funny. Just Jay says maybe we can shoot the drivers with a paintball gun if they go over the track limits. Let's see. Maddie D. A little off topic, he says, got to play tennis with a mate tomorrow. Hopefully, I can last an hour or two without destroying my legs. Yeah, I had to go sprint to the grocery store last night before it closed, and yeah, it was like literally a run around the block, and I was pretty gassed. I need my puffer when I got back, so yeah, physical activity, it's good for you, but try not to kill yourself out there. Let's see. Leave it to Dom to advocate for a landing strip, says Joseph Plant. Nicola Fox in the chat says, you're right, Dom. They wouldn't do it. Dom sacked. I'm not sure what that means. Dom sacked with like a laughing face. But yeah, thanks, Nicola, for agreeing with me. Like, they wouldn't go over the track limits if there was like a true penalty to their car. Like, the tires is like one of the most important things in F1, aside from like engine performance and the chassis. Taking care of your tires is such a rudimentary part of F1 and the skill of these drivers. So I'm just saying, drivers wouldn't want to get their tires dirty if it was over the line. Scott Barnes asks, Doms, who's your all-time hero in F1 and motorsport? You started watching F1 in 2016, didn't you? That's a clue who mine is. 2016. Yeah, who's mine? Honestly, I haven't been watching motorsport long enough to have like a hero. You know what I mean? Like, I just really enjoy watching it. Like, I don't specifically follow one driver or idolize one driver. I really just like to like follow the different personalities and stuff like that. Maybe if you ask me in like 10, 20 years, I might have an idol, somebody who I can look back and say, yeah, that driver was great. Like, I really liked what they did on and off the track kind of thing. But right now, I don't really have an answer. I don't know. Let's see here. Matty D, thanks so much. He says Dom would make a good presenter. Thank you so much. Maybe that's why there's a Dave. I'm getting 6 people in the chat on my phone here. I don't know, maybe one left, but let's see. Call a guest, bro. This is painful. I've only gotten through 2 of my 6 points here. So let me get through a few more points. We've covered track limits now. Let's move on to, okay, so yeah, the stewards and stuff. Well, I kind of already got into that a little bit with the track limits. Matty D brought up Sebastian Vettel getting angry during the driver's briefing and storming out and being posted a fine. I also saw that they, correct me if I'm wrong, but this seems really crazy. The top 3, like the podium finishers, all got a suspended fine for getting physio in Parc Fermé. I'm not sure if I got that right, but if it is right, that seems ridiculous. And I don't know what defines physio, and I don't know the details of the conversation. Joe, please, for the love of God, like, please, because I know, Joe, if you come on to the show, you're not going to talk about Formula One. You're just going to talk about me, and you're going to make fun of me. And I want to talk about Formula One, and I want to give Dave content, and I really feel like the content I'm giving Dave right now is top dollar. So you're all like, oh, time is money. Then what am I worth to you? Is my time not worth anything to you, Joe? How about you just sit down, relax, eat 1 or 2 Pop-Tarts, and just sip on your Coca-Cola and just relax, bud, Let's see. Yeah, Scott Barnes says fair enough, I think, in response to his question about who my idol is. But yeah, weird, just a weird weekend for officiating and the stewards. Okay, speaking of stewards and kind of transferring over to track marshals, let's talk about the Ferrari reliability, and more specifically, Carlos Sainz, his really scary fire. Actually, it was really scary watching that on the TV. I was like screaming at the TV, like, you gotta get him out, like, somebody get him over there, or somebody like go over there with the fire extinguisher. And so what I saw on TV, obviously Sainz so close to making that overtake against Max. He pulled out from behind Max, And then he started slowing down as we were riding on board, and I was like, oh, like maybe his brakes overheated and he's like got to cool his brakes or something. But yeah, like he just kept going slower, and then like you saw the offboard camera pointing at signs, and of course like there's smoke billowing out of the Ferrari. He pulls, he just goes straight on to turn 4, and it's a bit of an uphill section. I mean, most of you have probably already watched it, if not all of you. But yeah, he goes to this uphill section and he stops the car, and the car is on fire. It's a little ball of fire at the back. And then it grows to like a bigger ball of fire. And then you see Sainz kind of prop himself up, and the car starts rolling back because obviously there's no handbrakes in F1 cars. And I'm like, oh shit, like he's got to hold the brake or else this thing's gonna roll back. And so he tucks himself back down and holds the brake. And then he tries to, like, he's in a predicament here. Like he needs to get out of the car, but the car is gonna roll back if he goes. And I think the international broadcast, the TV broadcast, caught there was a marshal kind of standing by with a fire extinguisher, but he wasn't really rushing to Sainz. And one thing that you have to remember is marshals need consent from the FIA to go on the track. Like they can't just run on the track even if they see debris until they get the clear. And that's to prevent like scary scenarios like years ago in Canada, a marshal like fell on the track and like cars had to go around him. It was during a safety car. I think in 20 very recently, I remember in Singapore, there was a marshal that was like still kind of on the track, and he was running off the track as the leader was going into turn 1. So certain things like that, the FIA is really tightened up. But I think when it comes to a fire, and when the car is that far off the track, it's common sense to just like, I don't know if maybe the marshals need to take the initiative or the FIA needs to respond quicker, but it's like just go with the fire extinguisher, just go and get him out there. The response was a little slow. If you remember Grosjean's crash at Bahrain when he had it, there was a marshal there like bang, super fast, and Romain actually thanked that marshal for saving his life essentially, because I think he actually ran across there was a marshal that ran across the track. I'm not sure if that was the marshal that got there first, but there was a marshal like on the scene, bang, right there. And that's what you need to do to save a life. I mean, luckily it ended all's well ends well with Sainz, but yeah, very very scary moment. The response was slightly slow. And yeah, my take is that if it's a common sense thing like that where it's a fire and the car is so far off the track, just get somebody there with a fire extinguisher. That's all I have to say. Um let me just read some of the comments here. Crazy how quick the Sainz Ferrari fire spread, says Maddie D. Luckily there was a marshal there, but it took a bit too long. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if it was quick, like how they responded to Grosjean's crash, like it wouldn't have been such a huge problem. Sainz would have been able to hold the brake. They would have been able to chalk the wheel, and it would have looked less scary. Because then, like, if you remember, like the TV feed, it cut away from Sainz. Like the race director was probably like, "Get him off the screen," because, like, I mean, the fire was spreading really quick. Just Jay says they got fined because they received supplements before the weigh-in check. Oh, okay. This is in regards to Park Fermé. Those fines. Rules stipulate they can't have contact with anyone before weighing. Before weighing in. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, thanks, Jay. Thank you for that clarification, says Nicola Fox and myself. Joe says, Emily is unfriending you, Dom. You need to stop talking to save a life. You know, I'm going through the comments here, and a lot of them are positive, and it seems like the only negative ones are coming from Joe. So, keep that up, Joe, and I'm going to add everybody to the stream except for you, okay? Keep it up, and you're going to be excluded, Joe. We're almost through everything here. Yeah, Ferrari reliability. I think Matty D touched on that a little bit. Like it's always seems to be one Ferrari that just can't make it to the end of the race, or there's some issue. If Ferrari can sort that out while keeping their pace, obviously it's going to be a great constructors and championship battle. McLaren versus Alpine is looking pretty interesting. Yeah, it's looking pretty close in the standings. Well, maybe it's more like Alpine versus Lando Norris, but Daniel Ricciardo's been getting some good results lately. Let's hope he can keep that trend up. But yeah, Lando definitely carried the weight for most of the first half of the season. Or, well, I say first half of the season, but first half of the season so far. We're coming up to the halfway point, I believe, of the season. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to cover. Let's see if we can add some people to this chat here. Let's see what's going on. Fine, I'll add. God help us. Yeah, we're adding Joseph David Plant. It's probably one of the worst decisions in Hookster Talks history, but yeah, we're adding him shortly. Let's just see. Oh, predictions for France. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Scott Barnes. Well, I mean, it's easy to vote for a Ferrari. Like it's a pretty high speed sweeping track, so I think Ferrari's got a good shot of winning. So I'm gonna go with Leclerc for P1. I just don't see. Yeah, I'm just gonna go Leclerc, Verstappen P2, and Sainz P3. It's super like cookie cutter textbook podium. I think it's going to be at France. We had a great race last season at France between Hamilton and Max, so hopefully we can get a repeat. And I mean, if these new regulations call for cars that race closer together at a track like France, which is kind of high speed and sweeping, we could see a really interesting midfield battle too, as well as a race for the lead. So it'll be interesting to see. Being a Ricardo fan in 22 is difficult, says Matty D. I remember when he used to beat Max consistently in 2016, 2018. Yeah, I agree. I think that Red Bull car really suited his driving style. And since he's bounced around to like Renault and now McLaren, yeah, he's still trying to find some comfort in these racing seats. So again, but his last few results have been really good. Let's hope he can keep that up. Why? Just Jay says, why is everyone talking about Alonso in the Alpine when Ocon is out driving him? Exactly. Yeah. I think Esteban is a little bit underhyped. You know, I think he's been performing great this season, like really great. So yeah, I think he's a little bit underappreciated. Not that Alonso is overrated. I think Alonso's a fantastic driver, but yeah, like Ocon's right there. He's right there with him, and he just doesn't get that recognition. So I mean, he won Hungary, you know, so he got that recognition there. Mind you, it was from help of his teammate Fernando Alonso. So obviously, that's why Alonso gets the praise that he gets. But I mean, like, yeah, like Esteban's been right there, you know. So yeah, points wise, Ocon is ahead, but Alonso has been very unlucky. That's true. Yeah, Alonso has been unlucky just with like even this weekend. Yeah, I think he had to start from the back at the sprint race. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out why Joe has not entered the stream here. Yeah, I mean I added him to the call, but he has not joined for somebody who was so adamant and making fun of me and joining the stream. Let's see. Scott Barnes says that's next Sunday, not this weekend. My bad, but yeah, I agree. CL could win on in home country. Well, a little, yeah, a little bit north. But yeah, technically kind of that same area. Where do you rank Hamilton in terms of your favorite drivers? He's up there. Favorite drivers on the grid? Man, I mean, Seb's probably like my favorite driver on the grid, personality wise. Even driving wise, like when Seb is on, like he can really put on a good show. But I've also gained a lot of respect for Hamilton. I think he's been driving very consistently for the car that is not as competitive as the Ferrari and the Red Bull. So he's been doing pretty good. Um, who else? Who else? If he was still on the grid, I would say Antonio Giovinazzi. I actually really liked Antonio Giovinazzi when he was on the grid. I feel like he was extremely underrated. Like he was right there with the same way Esteban Ocon is right there with Alonso. Like Antonio Giovinazzi was there with Kimi. Like he was there. But like strategy from Alfa Romeo would screw him over so many times. It was so frustrating. So if he was still on the grid, that would be my response. Why are you standing up, Stink? Settle down. Oh, what a good girl. That's very nice. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm a bit of a Vettel fan. You know, again, like I don't have like a super strong like fandom to any one driver in Formula One. Like I usually just watch it just for the sake of watching good racing. But yeah, like Vettel Vettel is probably probably my favorite driver. And then um yeah, I mean like I'll kind of admit, like I've been kind of rooting a little bit for Hamilton too to have a bit of a redemption. Let's see. Maddie D says Ferrari should hire Dom as their strategist. You'd make them so much better. Honestly, I I don't envy that position. A race strategist, or a strategist, not a strategist, a race strategist. There's so much science and data that needs to be read in such a quick, timely fashion that it's mind-boggling how they do it in the first place. But they obviously run simulations and stuff during the race. They're looking at tire data. They're looking at positions of other cars on track. There's a fly on the microphone here, which is very distracting. There's a hole in my drywall in the roof there. Very distracting stuff. Let's see. Joe went to the hardware store. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe he went to the hardware store. He was ragging on us to join the stream. Oh, call me, call me. Oh, your ears are weird, and then he just leaves. So yeah, unbelievable scenes. Joe's gone shy is what Nicola Fox said, but yeah, to the hardware store. Um, yeah, let's see. I feel like I had one extra talking point, but I think I covered everything. Um, let's see here. Just going through. Oh, wow, we have 9 people in the chat. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in to this special edition of Hookster Talks Canadian edition. Yeah, we just talked about the championship a little bit. We talked about the track limits and the steward's decision, and we talked about Ferrari reliability, and we talked about um, what else did we talk about? We talked about Carlos's scary fire, and we talked about the midfield battle between Alpine and McLaren. F122, let's talk video games because, hey, who doesn't love video games? F122, I haven't played it yet. I've just watched some videos. It looks pretty interesting. I might pick it up sometime this weekend, perhaps. It looks like the ERL is going to be moving over to F122, but we still need confirmation from the plant pot. Oh, Nicola Fox says you're doing a great job, Dom. Thank you so much. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just reading something else on my phone here. Okay, never mind. Whenever I look at the screen, I don't know if you guys can see it, but TB. Oh yeah, TB is in the bottom corner for you guys. He's like front and center on my screen. Yeah, it's kind of creepy. He's just kind of smirking down at me. So, um, yeah, F122 looks pretty interesting. Might pick it up this weekend. I don't know. Does anybody have anything else to say? I just where did my comments go? Where did my comments go? Oh no, live chat. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, my bad. That was the microphone. Stink, you've got something to say? You're being a good girl, curled up in a little ball. I tried to let her sleep in the bed the other night, and she peed and pooed on the floor while I was sleeping. And so I woke up to the sound of stinky shit and piss. But no, she's been a very good girl as of recent, other than just those little potty accidents, right? Good girl. What other news do we have? Oh, I've got the papers I was holding up earlier to demonstrate track limits. I actually have jury duty coming up on Tuesday, so that should be fun. The justice system and all. So let's see how that goes. Oh yeah, Scott Barnes, IndyCar is in Canada this weekend in Toronto at Exhibition Place. Looking forward to seeing it. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, the Honda Indy Toronto. Yeah, I think this weekend, right? I think it is this weekend. And fun fact, sorry, I don't know why I'm wielding a knife, but fun fact. So the track is actually about 35-40 minutes away from me. It's obviously a street circuit, and you can actually drive on certain parts of it. So Lakeshore Boulevard is like the long straight that I believe it's after turn 1, and it like turn 2 kind of starts the straight. Yeah, you can actually drive. I've driven on that before, like on just like a regular commute kind of thing, and it's cool because you can if you're going westbound, like if you're coming from Toronto going out west, um, you're driving basically on the track, and then you see where they turn. I think it's like turn 4 or turn 5 when they make that right hander, and there's that little concrete patch, and you can see the curbs on the inside. Like you can actually technically drive there. But yeah, so it's really cool to kind of see the track when it's just a regular road. Um, it also goes around BMO Field, which is the soccer field or the football field where like Toronto Football Club plays. Um, I've been to that stadium before a couple times too. I've actually played soccer there for an exhibition game once. There was nobody in the stands. It was just basically it was like a surprise for um, it was our soccer team, and then the parents coordinated or the coaches coordinated with another soccer team to like pool in some money to rent the field out for an hour and a half. And so we just played a match at BMO Field. Nicest, I believe it was AstroTurf when I played on it, but now it's real grass. But it was a really nice field, really fun experience. Um, but yeah, so the track goes around there. Um, and yeah, so Honda Indy this weekend. Everybody will be probably rooting for the hometown hero James Hinchcliffe. Uh, so yeah, I'll try and see if I can catch that on TV. Especially, hopefully, it rains. I remember there was a Honda Indy years ago. I think in 2015 or 2016 that it actually rained like a little bit. So that was pretty cool. And it's cool when it rains too, because the turn I was talking about, turn 1, 2, 3. I think it's turn 4 when they like go into the braking zone and then they make a right hander. There's that concrete patch. They'll actually go wide and avoid that concrete patch when it rains because concrete is obviously very slippery when it rains. So it's cool how the racing line kind of adapts to the weather like that. Um, it's football, not soccer. Yes, yes, I know, Maddie D. I know. Um, let's see. Are TB and Stinky Baby friends? I don't think TB and Stink have ever met, but I think they would be friends for all of like 5 seconds, and then Stink would just like think that TB's like a tug toy or something. Oh, we got Dave reaching for TB. We got some movement in the bottom corner there. And TB, I'm not sure. Oh, he's shaking his head no. He is shaking his head no. No friendship between the Stink and TB. You have it there confirmed, folks. Scott Barnes says, I love the circuit, especially in the kart champ cars, watching it on British Eurosport. Miss those days with Ben Edwards commentating. Yes! I'll admit I don't know who Ben Edwards is. Dave, do you know who Ben Edwards is? He was a commentator?
Yes, I do. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I
But
keep turning the microphone down so you don't hear any clanking in the background. So it takes me a
oh,
while to
no worries.
turn it back up again.
No worries. Let's
Yeah,
see.
we used to have a channel in the UK called Eurosport, and during the F1 races, we'd get the same race that they used to show on our BBC television. We used to get the same race only with two different commentators, and it was really good. It was really good because you could flick between the two of the same race. So yeah, we used to enjoy that. And Ben Edwards was pretty much the what can I say? The legend that Murray Walker was. He had that same style about him, and you know, and I was glad when he took over Formula One, but I was very, very sad also that he's now left Formula One, because I thought, you know, he was going to be there for years, but he just suddenly pulled out. I still haven't sort of got to the circumstances of why he actually stopped, but I think there may have been something happening behind the scenes, some kind of family issue. But yeah, I was very sad that he went. So I'm going to give you my opinion of Alex Jakes now. He's all right, but I don't know. I wouldn't put him in the same sort of league as Ben Edwards or even, you know, Murray Walker. But he was obviously picked because he's popular, and you know he's of the younger generation, so he's going to be, you know, a good commentator. But I'll say I'm still very sad that Ben Edwards actually left Formula One.
Yeah. Oh, there you go, Scott Barnes. That's your take from Hookster himself. Oh yeah, I forgot Matty D is a football coach. I forgot that. Just Jay says, Dom, did you see the football game at the weekend in Canada where the guy cleared it off the line of the goal? I saw that highlight. I'm not sure what league was that? Was that was that MLS, Major League Soccer? Like I don't know what teams played, or was it an international game? But I saw that. I couldn't believe it. Like I couldn't fathom it. Like the ball was almost across the line, and the direction his foot was traveling was also towards the net, but he just like completely missed it. He completely missed it, and the ball went like backwards. It went on the other side. Like I couldn't believe it. It was unbelievable. And then like it was funny because he was like trying to convince the ref, like, no, I did cross the line, but no, the replay showed otherwise. Yeah, that was just absolutely wild. I saw that highlight. I wasn't sure what teams were playing though. Yeah, Canada's in the World Cup this year. Good luck to them. Yeah, let's see what they can do. I don't expect them to get into the round of 16. Like, unless they get like a super easy kind of group, you know, but I don't know too much about football, but yeah, I know that the European teams generally dominate. And even like Brazil and stuff like that. USA soccer is up and coming, I think, but like the women's USA team is amazing. Like they're like number 1 or number 2 or something like that. But yeah, the men's team doesn't quite come to par. But yeah, let's see how Canada does. Let's see how they do in the World Cup. Scott Barnes says, if you want me to leave a YouTube clip of Ben Edwards' commentary in the comments after the stream, let me know. And Dave, I love Alex Jacques' commentary, but Ben is the boss and Murray is the god.
Yeah,
Indeed,
thanks for
I
that,
think.
Scott. I agree with you. Yeah, and yeah, leave a clip, and then Don can have a look at it later.
Just Jay says, I have no idea what league. It was a Canadian game. Maybe it was like a Canadian league. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's pretty wild stuff. What else is there to cover? Yeah, we've covered a little bit of IndyCar, a little bit of football. I wonder if Joe's back from the hardware store. Maybe not, but I think. Oh yeah, Scott Barnes gives a thumbs up, Dave. So he'll probably leave a link of some commentary there from Ben Edwards.
Roger.
Anything you want to touch up on, Dave?
No, I don't think so. I think you've pretty much covered it all. I'm just a little bit annoyed at the fact that you've currently got 8 viewers right now. I'm very annoyed at that fact.
Hey, what can I say? You know what I mean? But yeah, this.
Well, I'm just going to claim they're not looking at you. They're looking at the bear. Okay, so it's all
yes.
the bear. It's the bear.
Yeah, if we had eye trackers on all the viewers, they'd be looking in the bottom corner of the screen right now,
it's
just looking at the bear. It's all about the bear.
Well, it always is.
Yeah, the only thing that's missing is me doing like a questionably sexual act with the bear, but I obviously can't do that.
Well, there's still
from
time for
across
that,
the sea.
Still time for that.
There's still time. That's good. That's good. I'll just kind of move my hands like this in TB's direction. Oh wait, he's in the bottom corner, so I think this would work. Oh wait, no, he's in the other corner. Never mind. Down this way. Yes, I will give massages to TB. Indeed.
Nice.
Scott Barnes says, "Have you heard the story about Lance? Like Lance Stroll?" I have not.
Is that the autism story?
This is news to me. I have no idea. Oh, as the French co-commentator said, yeah, I have no idea. Dave, do you know anything about this?
Yeah, he said Lance was autistic. Yeah, and he's been suspended now.
Yikes! Yeah, well, yeah, that's
live television for you.
Yeah, but yeah, Stroll hasn't been doing too well at all season. I mean, both Canadians have just been abysmal this season. Nothing to really show for. I don't even know. I'm gonna just pull up F1.com and see where they are in the standings, driver standings. Like I seriously think the Canadians are both on the bottom.
To be fair though, Latifi has at least got some kind of an excuse.
Yeah, like
but if you compare Lance to Vettel, he's got no excuse whatsoever.
Yeah, so Lance Stroll has 3 points, and Vettel, where is Vettel? Oh, he's got 15. So Vettel is scoring 5 times more than Lance. So yeah, Nicholas Latifi and Lance Stroll are 19 and 20 out of 21 drivers because Nico Hulkenberg stepped in for Sebastian Vettel for the first 2 races, I believe. So yeah, crazy. Like they're both at the bottom. They're both basement dwellers. Lance Stroll will probably beat out Nicholas Latifi unless Latifi just has unless there's a crazy race this season where it pisses rain on the last 5 laps or something, and Latifi has a strategic breakthrough or something, or Williams rather. I don't see how Latifi's going to score any points this season. Yeah, it is just a shame. But yeah, I heard also rumors that that Lawrence Stroll actually might replace his son Lance Stroll as he won't replace his son, but he'll replace the driver.
No, I think he should replace him as a son. Definitely, that should be his major number 1 priority. Replace him as a son.
Lance Stroll up for adoption.
Yeah.
Quebec adoption. Oh man. Yeah.
Now
So
that's
yeah,
something
he
I'd
might
love to see.
replace. Oh man.
I could
Lance
just,
Stroll
I
put
could
up for
just see
adoption.
that. I could just see that now as one of those, those stupid little headlines they put at the bottom of all the internet pages to try and entice you to click on it. All those stupid statements they put on.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
look at this.
Lawrence
Look,
Stroll replaces son.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Oh, look at this movie star from 20 years ago. Look what they look like now. They put them everywhere, don't they? And everyone's sort of, oh, I'm going to click on
Yeah.
that. That's going to be the headline at the bottom. Lawrence Stroll
Yep.
replaces Lance Stroll as a son.
Yeah, but there are rumors that they might get another driver for that seat, even though Lawrence is obviously still the owner. I think he owns like a very large share, or if not, he owns all of Aston Martin, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. So I mean, F1 is a business, right? And I mean, Lance Stroll, he has 3 points. I mean, he has 3 points, but like compared to Vettel's 15, um, like they need to. Let me look at the constructors here.
Well,
Um,
it does happen. I mean, look at Lewis Hamilton. He sacked his own father as his manager because
oh yeah, that's right.
because he wanted the father son dynamic back, which he wasn't getting as his manager. So yeah, it does
Right.
happen.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Aston Martin Mercedes is ninth place right now with 18 points. They're trying to catch AlphaTauri. For they have 27 points. AlphaTauri, so they are 9 points behind. Yeah, Williams only has three. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, the battle between stupid fly, the battle between Renault and McLaren, they're both tied at 81 points, Dave. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
it's such an interesting battle in the midfield between those two teams. I think Renault is slightly more consistent right now. And if Alonso kind of shakes his bad luck off, I think Renault has a case of getting P4 in the championship.
yeah,
Um, yeah, it looks like the top three, like Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes. Mercedes will get third, most likely. I mean, they have 237, and like McLaren and the Alpine are so far behind at 81 points. So Mercedes should get third at least, unless something tragic happens to Red Bull and Ferrari for the rest of the season, and Mercedes gets like some surprise wins with George Russell and Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, I think third place is pretty locked for Mercedes right now.
yeah,
Um, 303 points for Ferrari in second place and 359 for Red Bull. So yeah, that constructors battle is starting to catch up. It's starting to become interesting again. Um, but yeah, let's see the schedule here. So France is next, and then okay. So there's two races left before the summer break.
yeah.
And it's France and Hungary. Um, oh yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, we already went through our predictions and stuff like that. But I also want to leave you with some content for next week too, so I don't want to cover every single base. How many viewers do we got here? It says 5
Oh, that's it.
on
Some
my
have left
screen
now,
here.
Dom. Some have left.
Yeah,
It's
some are
getting
losing
it's
interest.
getting late in the UK now. It's time for bed. Time for bed.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I've covered all the bases that I was looking to cover, and I'm pretty happy with how this stream went.
Me too.
It's a
Now I think, as a lot of people don't know, in your spare time you are an international music superstar.
Oh yes,
Yeah, I
indeed,
know a
yeah.
lot of people don't know that. So I think you should finish the stream on one of your world famous songs that you post regularly on your channel. So, Dom, over to you.
Oh, okay, yeah. Or I can even do something live for you, Dave,
Yeah,
if
go
you
for it.
want. Okay. Oh yeah. Let me see what I can do. Okay, let me see what I got
Okay.
saved here. Just going through some of my presets here. Oh, that's not it. What are we doing here?
Now, a lot of people won't know this, but Dom is multi-talented musically. He can play the guitar, he can play the drums, and he can also play with his organ as well.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start this off with a little bit of a rap. Okay.
Go.
Hookster Talks, Day TV. That's what everybody wants to see. Yeah, we've got Scar Barnes in the chat, and we also have Nicola Fox. What the fox is going on? We got Matty D. He's singing a song. Nope, just kidding. That was just me. Watch me do my dance. Diddy diddy whoop. A diddy diddy whoop. Oh no. Knocking over my camera. What am I doing here? Yeah, I'm on Dave TV. I've got a hole in the ceiling. And what rhymes with ceiling? I don't know. Sticky baby looking at me. She's laying in her crate. Yeah, she's great. So is Dave. So is TB. That's why his name's Jesus. Oh yeah. Now I'm rapping. Yeah. Now I'm rapping. I'm DJU. DJU. That's my initials. My initials is DJU. DJU. We got Scott Barnes in the chat. He says, lovely Dom as the host and hope Dave gets better soon. Okay, yeah, that's great. That's not really part of the song, but I'm just reading out the comments now. All right, now I'm going to try and play chords on the piano here. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, here we go. I wasn't prepared for this.
Clearly.
But yeah, there we go. That's a little
Well
taste
done,
of
Dom. Well done.
of DJU. Yeah, thanks
The
so much,
record
everybody.
Contract from EMI is in the post.
Oh, okay, yeah. Joseph Plant says, Parappa the Rappa. Just Jay says, your rapper name should be 1 cent. All right, I'll consider that. Wow, that was a bit of a workout. Yeah, that was a bit of a mental
I saw that.
Mental workout and a physical workout.
I saw that.
I almost destroyed my camera, which was also fun. And Nicola Fox is clapping, and she gives me a thumbs up and says, DJ Dom. Yeah, thank you so much.
DJ Dom. Should do that late night radio show thing, Dom, you know? Sit there with your deep voice and go, hello, ladies.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to 1230 Star Fox News Radio.
There you go. There you go. If anyone's watching from Star Fox News Radio, if it even exists, then there's your man. There's your man right there.
Oh, Joseph Plant in the chat says more like 0 cents. I wonder if he's back from the hardware store or if that's just staff messaging on behalf of his account. If it is Steph, you should stop because that's identity theft. And that's just bullying. But she probably won't stop if that is her. If it's Joe, then I'm surprised why he didn't join the chat yet. But yeah, Scott Barnes gives a wave. Yeah, and I think that's all she wrote, Dave. You know, I think we've got everything. Okay, so Joseph Plant says nope, but I don't know what he's saying nope to.
I think that's to join the stream.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, okay. I'm good to go, Dave. I don't know if I can do like a little outro, you know what I mean?
Yeah, do us an outro. So I'd just like to say a special thank you to Dom for being my Nico Hulkenberg this week as the super sub. So I'd just like to say thanks, Dom. Sterling work indeed. And hopefully I'll be back to normal next week.
Yeah, we hope you'll be back to normal next week too, because Lord knows I can't do this every week.
Exactly.
And
Now you know how
I
I
mean, the
feel.
viewers come for you, Dave. The viewers come for you, Dave. You know,
No,
the numbers might be skewed this week, but I mean, people are going to get tired of me. You
it's
know,
the
they
bear.
want to see
It's
Hookster
they
Talks,
want the bear. That's all they want is the bear.
and they want the bear. They want the bear in full screen. They don't want the Canadian full screen. So,
Exactly.
um, yeah, Maddie D says good stream, Dom. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'd like to thank you, Dave, for having me on the stream. It was pretty fun talking about stuff and using your platform to voice my opinion, which was very nice.
Well, that's.
Thank you to everybody. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
I was just about to say that's what it's here for, Dom, is to make everyone else famous, so they then move on and forget all about me, and I stay here for the rest of my days. I'm kidding.
Nicola, no. Nicola Fox says thanks, Dom, and elusive Dave.
That's me. That's my
Well,
rapper
it
name.
won't be. Oh, we love TB, says Nicola Fox.
Yeah,
But
everyone loves
yeah.
TB.
But yeah, everybody, thanks for watching, and thank you all for listening to me ramble. Again, thanks, Dave, for allowing me on the show, and
No problem, Dom.
we will see you, I guess, Monday for the ERL race. I'm not sure if what do you have coming up on your YouTube channel? All Seasons career mode?
Yeah, that's hopefully I'll get that done by Sunday. I'm trying to get through. I keep falling asleep on the keyboard basically, but we should be all right for Sunday. So yeah, that'll be my next video.
Okay, yeah. So Sunday. I mean, if not Monday ERL night live stream, tune in then. But yeah, catch Dave's All Seasons career mode.
Yes.
Right here on Dave TV, F1 Games PlayStation. Like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, everybody. And have a wonderful night. Maybe I'll let you sign it off, Dave, or I'll let the bear sign it off.
Thank you very much, Dom. And thanks to everybody else who's been in the stream tonight, to Scott, to Nicola, and to Joe's been in there, and everybody else as well. I haven't actually got the tablet with me, so I can't have a look and see who it was. But now Dom's gone. So thanks to everyone, and I will catch you.